Hi. Yeah. Sit. Can you sit for me? Thank you. Now lay down. Lay down. No. Down. Down. Down all the way. No, all there you go. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel and another video. Sorry it's been a while. We've been pretty busy. We went on vacation. If you've been following Instagram, well, I went on vacation. These two unfortunately had to stay here. But yeah, so welcome back. As you probably have read from the title, we are doing like a Q&A type thing. These are the top 5 questions that I get whenever I'm walking down the street and have these two with me. I feel like any dog owner, whenever they're taking their dog for a walk, get these 5 questions, regardless of the breed, regardless of the dog. So, first question, what are they? Well, they're Goldendoodles. I mean, it's easy to confuse Bailey with a poodle. She, for the most part, does, with her cut and things like that, look a little bit like she could be a poodle. And then Bear here looks like he could be a Labradoodle and not a Goldendoodle. But they're both Goldendoodles. They're both F1B Goldendoodles. And when we were looking into getting a Goldendoodle for the first time, I had no idea what, to look for. I thought I was just like, oh, okay, you just get a Goldendoodle. But there's different sizes. There's mini, standard, medium. There's F1s, F1Bs, F2s, F2Bs. So I was just... So yeah, they're both F1Bs, which basically means it was a Goldendoodle, which was their mom, bred with another poodle. So they are 75% poodle, which means that they don't shed. Question 2, do they shed? No, they do not shed, but with that, their hair is a pain to deal with. They have a lot of high maintenance when it comes to grooming. You have to brush them practically every day or every other day, depending too on the type of coat. So Bailey has more of a tight curl and thicker hair, and so her hair gets super matted, and so we have to usually, when we get a groom, sometimes she has to have, like, she had her ears shaven completely down. She's had her tail completely shaven because it got matted. Link that picture now. So yeah, you have to brush them often. Now Bear doesn't have as thick or as curly hair as Bailey. I mean, it is curly, don't get me wrong, but it's so much easier to brush. It's finer, which also is why he sheds a little bit more. So like Bailey, the only time you see hair is when you brush her and you're getting hair like pulled out. But for Bear, sometimes hair will fall off, but definitely not nearly as much as, say, like an actual golden retriever or like a husky. Oh my god, huskies shed so much. So he does kind of shed, but not nearly to where you're like seeing hair everywhere. You may just notice it every once in a while well, we notice it mostly on our pillows because he does sleep on the bed with us, and that's really the only place I notice it. Question 3, where'd you get them from? Well, our breeder is U.S. Doodles. They're here locally in Arizona. They will travel. I know mostly, I think they travel just to the surrounding states. So they do a lot in California, maybe Nevada, and maybe New Mexico. But I know for sure California. And they're really great, very knowledgeable. I'll link their information below as well. So you can check them out if you're here locally in Arizona. I definitely recommend them. 4th question, are they friendly? Yes, mine are. But just like humans, every dog has a different personality. Bailey is more of a protector, and she's also very timid, so she's like gets scared at random things. She also doesn't really like tall men, so she'll bark, but she won't do anything else other than that. Bear is very laid back. He just goes with the flow. He does not care about anything. He's also very quiet typically. So just like humans, dogs have different personalities. Dogs may not like something, may not like someone. So please, a lot of people never do this, but if you are walking on the street, out in public, and you see a dog that you're not familiar with, please ask for permission to pet the dog, and teach this to your children as well, because that's how dog bites happen. So definitely make sure you ask the owner, can I pet your dog first, before you do that. So, but my dogs personally, yes, are very friendly. Most Goldendoodles are. I have seen some Goldendoodles that have been aggressive, and again, too, it's just how they're brought up. If they're not socialized at an early age, then they're going to be different dogs when they get older. So yeah, these breeds tend to be very friendly, but they're, not every dog is the same. So that's all I have to say about that. Last question. Are they smart? Yes. This breed, I would say, is very easy to train. They can be a little stubborn, like Bailey, with potty training. So we were on the 3rd floor of an apartment complex, and so anytime she had to go to the bathroom, we had to go up and down 3 flights of stairs. And so, we'd give her a treat, like, oh, okay, you went potty, great. And then we're like, okay, it's been a couple months, and she hasn't had any accidents. She's been going outside. We'll start not giving her treats and just giving her praise. Well, she's like, well, if you're not going to give me any treats, I'm going to stop going outside. And she started having accidents. So she was not fully potty trained and trustworthy until like 9 months old, and I'm not lying. Bear, on the other hand, though, because we were here in the house and he was watching Bailey, he only had 1 accident, and that was the day we got him here. So yeah, they're definitely very smart, though. Sometimes they're very stubborn, and they're smart for their own good. So you have to be a little bit careful about that. But they do catch on pretty easily. And now just for some random facts for you guys. So first thing, as puppies, they have very sensitive stomachs. So about like 3 months or so after you've gotten them from your breeder, so till they're about 5 to 6 months old, they're going to have a lot of issues with their stomach. So there's going to be a lot of diarrhea until they get used to their food. So you have to kind of find, so although this breed is very hypoallergenic for those who have allergies, these dogs are prone to have allergies to, food, different foods, and, also just outside with, grass and pollen, they can get an allergic reaction too. So they're great for us humans who have allergies, but they themselves get a lot of allergies, unfortunately. Luckily, mine don't, but when they were puppies, trying to figure out food for them was pretty hard, because Bear had issues to where he had blood coming out of his stool, and that like freaked me out. I thought he had parvo for a little bit, but so they do have sensitive stomachs, and they also, on top of that, they're picky eaters. Bear is different. He's not as picky, but Bailey would just, it would be lucky to get her to eat at least 1 serving of food a day. So there's those things. And then, yeah, I guess that's really it. I kind of said all 3 of the random things that I wanted to say, that they have sensitive stomachs, they're picky eaters, and they have allergies. But, alright, well, if you guys have any questions that you yourself want to know about maybe them themselves, like, their personalities, what they do, or about the breed, just let us know, comment below. Of course, hit the like button and hit subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!